Good morning. It's 3:42 right now. I've been up since I don't know, 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, I was gonna try to go back to sleep, but then Binks started meowing. He gets on my nerves when he does that, and so I wanted to put him outside. I was like, if you want to go outside, go outside. But he's been out there for a while now, so I'm turning on the light. Oh, see? And there he is. And look at the snow. How much we have. Hang on a second, I gotta get this door open. Uh-huh. How was that? Was it worth it to you? So anyhow, we have these motion detector lights. So anyway, yeah, look at it outside. First of all, look at the moon. It's still snowing a little bit. See that? And boy, that snow where I didn't shovel yesterday, that really piled up. But remember how I had all of this all clear in through here? And it looks like there's about another, I don't know, 2 to 3 inches of snow. So it was 9.5 inches. So if we got about, let's say, another 3 inches, it was about 12 inches. So we got a good foot of snow. So you can see that. And I got to knock all that off today because I'm going to need to bring more wood in the house. I'm going to have to come outside here in a little bit when it lightens up, and I'm going to have to shovel all of this. It is freezing cold. I will say that. I'm going to start a fire. But you can even see how deep it is here. This is where I didn't shovel. But, anyhow. So, yeah, I was going to try to go back to sleep, but Binks kept meowing because he wanted to go out. And then, so I put him out. And then the snow plows, they keep going down the road. I haven't heard them in our subdivision yet. They're just out there on the main road. And it's like, how many times you got to go up and down this street? So, and it's loud. So, anyhow, that kind of kept me awake. So I thought, I didn't edit my vlog yesterday because I was going to wait and do it later this morning. So I was like, okay, I'll edit my vlog. So I did that. And that is saving to my computer, then I have to upload it. So right now I'm freezing because I have short sleeves on, so I'm gonna go get my sweat jacket here in the dining room, and I'm gonna start a fire because I'm freezing cold. Oh yes, see how cold? It's set to 72, but it's 66 in the house because it's like really cold out there. I think the normal temperature was supposed to be 8, but with the wind chill, I'm sure it's below 0. So it's having a hard time keeping up. I should go turn on the Weather Channel too and find out exactly how cold it is. But anyhow, just a minute, Binks. So I think I'm gonna make myself some tea because the coffee won't go on until about 5 o'clock. I gotta get some more water in here. And by the way, those grilled cheese sandwiches I made yesterday with the bread that I had made, and I only have a little bit left over there, it was quite yummy. I should cut a piece of that to make some toast and put some of my raspberry jelly on it. I think I might do that. I don't even know if you could even see that. There it is there. But yeah, I think I might make some toast with raspberry jelly. But anyhow, I gotta start a fire because it's really, really cold. And I guess I don't need this on anymore. And I am gonna turn on the Weather Channel because it's cold. I had the girlies all bundled up in their blankets, but they took their blankets off. But see how they're all curled up? Here, let me turn the light on. See, Chloe took her blanket off, but see how she's all like all curled up real tight. because she's cold, so I'm gonna have to re-put their blankets on. But yeah, I gotta get a fire going. Okay, the weather is saying that it's only 3 degrees outside, which I believe that. It's very cold. And it's supposed, well, if it's 3 degrees out now and the wind's kind of blowing, there's a wind chill, so it's below 0. The high today is supposed to be 10 degrees, so that's really cold. Now, you know what, I'm not gonna have that kind of tea. Harry did get home okay yesterday. I posted on Facebook that he was able to leave a lot earlier than what they were going to let the guys out at 3 o'clock, but they let them out, I think it was after 1 o'clock. So, I think he said he got on the road. It was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, and he got home. It was about like 5 minutes after 7 last night. And where he had to go in New Jersey was over by Atlantic City, and that's only like an hour and 45-minute drive. What is wrong with this? It won't open. Yeah, it's only like an hour and 45-minute drive, but because of all the snow and everything, and roads not being clear, it took him like 4.5 to 5 hours to come home from there yesterday. And the thing is, see, Harry I always say he gets screwed over on things, and he does, because, you know, it seems like when it's his days off, you know, they always need him at work. They always call him. They always email him and that sort of thing. And if Harry would have been at his office yesterday, they closed the office at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. So, you know, if he would have come home yesterday from his office, he would have been home a whole lot sooner. But, you know, it just happened that, you know, for something like this, see, he was in New Jersey. But he did say that one of the guys that lives about like 25 minutes from work, it took him a couple hours to get home because the roads were so bad. So anyhow, but he did make it home safe, because I had people asking about that, if he got home, and he did. So now I've got to my tea. It's 4 o'clock. I throw this out. So as soon as everybody gets up and moving around, I only have a couple things over at the sink to wash, but I gotta clean that cake pan. I gotta clean this pan over here. And I think I'm gonna do a light cleaning day today, like some dusting and that sort of thing. My nose is starting to run. And my nose is like really cold too. Oh, what are they showing over here on the coast? What's that? Oh, I guess this is the leftover part of the snow. Okay. Come on, let's go out. I just came in. I had to go get wood, so while I was getting wood, so I wouldn't have to go back out today, I went and just shoveled this little bit. Go on, hurry up, go potty. I know it's cold. It is like freezing cold. Everybody go potty. Go on, hurry. Make it fast. Seriously, I think to do that only took me maybe 5-7 minutes to do that. But just being out that little bit of time, you know, like when it's real cold and your nostril hairs will all get stuck together, and my nose is so cold. It's like icicles could grow from my nose. It is freezing cold out there. But I think I told you at the last segment, they said there was like 3 degrees outside. And I think with the wind chill, they said it was minus 15. And I didn't hear that until later, so I didn't share that on the last segment. It's cold out there, isn't it? We'll see how long Ellie stays out there. Oh, here she comes. It's freezing. It's cold. That's why I don't know how Binks, he stayed outside for that hour and a half to 2 hours, whatever it was that he was out there that I put him out. Maybe not 2 hours. It's maybe about an hour to an hour and a half. I don't know how he even did that, because it is like frightening cold. You want your cookies? Let's get cookies. This is probably about the worst that you're ever going to see me. Don't I look fabulous? You guys want to go outside? I just got done snow blowing the driveway because Adam had to go to work and Brian's still in bed, and who knows what time he's getting up, and knowing him, he'd probably get up in time to have to leave to go to his work, which is later in the day, which means I gotta get my boots off, which means it would be really late, almost dark, before somebody would go out and do that driveway. So I decided I better go out there and do it. So I'll tell you what, it is so cold out there that I'm chilled to the bone, number one. But number two, my legs are so numb. I know, and they're wet too from the snow blowing. And I know when I go upstairs, I'm going to get a very hot bath right now. I know when I take my pants off, it's going to look like I'm sunburned. My legs outside, while I was doing all of this, it was getting that prickly, pinchy feeling. You know, when you're extreme cold, almost like if you were going to get frostbite or something. And oh my goodness. Anyway, I had a hard time seeing because the snow, come on, get in here. The snow kept going all over my glasses. They're all wet. And hurry up, please. And anyhow, I had to pull my glasses down so I could see. So I'm going like that the whole time. All right, just stay outside and watch. They'll all come to the door. And I bet that the fire's out. I got to go over here and check this. Because it's still blazing, but I better put some more wood in there. So anyhow, I'm getting off here because I got to go get a bath. I'm freezing. I feel a little bit better, a little bit warmer. I'm going to make some more tea. I feel a little bit warmer. When I went upstairs, imagine when you've had a really bad sunburn, how red you are. That's how red I was from my waist down to my knees. I mean, even part of my stomach was cold. And the thing is, I had a winter coat on and it was zipped up. And I had on a hat, but it kept sliding off. I don't know why. And I had a scarf, and I took my scarf and I wrapped it partially around my face. But, ooh. Watching Ellie. Anyway, I had the scarf part way around my face, but anyhow, I still got cold. And she was running around the pathway there. The sun's got to adjust, see where Chloe is. And I took the snowblower all the way down there. I don't know, something spooked her. She came running up here really fast, and see where the snow's disturbed. Whoops, right in through there, because she dove right here, right there. She came up to the step and took a big leap right over there. So now she wants in. I don't know what has spooked her. So anyway, I shoveled that little bit. I took the snow blower all through the walkway, and I took it all the way through the walkway in the front, and I did something that Brian would not even do yesterday. I did it. See, he just came up once. See, I came up one way and then I went back the other way to get the whole sidewalk. And then I brought the shovel out because where our steps are right there, see, there's the end of the porch, but then there's a step that steps down to the walkway. And he had all that covered with snow yesterday, all the way up to the porch. So I had to do that, but the main reason, I don't know if I explained it on my last segment, because I was so cold and I wanted to get in the bathtub and get a warm bath. The main reason why I needed to go outside is because I wanted to mail my bills today. I couldn't mail on Monday because it was Martin Luther King Day. Then I didn't mail them yesterday because it was a blizzard. And sometimes when there's a blizzard, your mail won't run. So I thought, you know, there's no point in leaving those out there, going out in a blizzard to put them out there and then having to go chase them back down. So anyway, and I know she didn't come yesterday. You know why? Because nobody brought in the mail yesterday. Because like I said, we assumed that the mail wasn't running. And when I went out there today, there was no mail in the mailbox. So I was right about that. It wasn't going to run yesterday. So anyway, the other thing is too, I think this is true in most places where people live, that your mailbox is at the end of your driveway, because this happened even in Chicago, and it was a big old rule there. If you didn't have out around your mailbox plowed away, that the mail people, they drive right by your house, because you know, a lot of those people, they're using they're using their own vehicles, and not all of them have SUVs or a vehicle where, you know, that has good traction or whatever. So like if they got stuck in your driveway area, so that's the thing. And I think the same rule applies here too. If you're not plowed out around your mailbox, you don't get any mail. And the thing is, you can, you know, clear your driveway off, whether you shovel it or you use your snowblower if you have one. The thing is, and you can go all around your mailbox, but at nighttime when you're sleeping or during the day, whenever, and those snowplows come and they re-block everything, you got to get back out there. So thankfully, the plow has been on our street already, so that when I went out there with the snowblower, it's all cleared out. So I shouldn't have to worry about going back out there again, but I'm not going back out there again. One of the boys will do it the next time if that happens. Which I like I said, I don't think so. And it's not snowing anymore. So it's just a little bit windy. So the wind kicks up and it blows a little bit and it's starting to drift in places. But my driveway is cleared off. It is so cold out there. It is really cold. My cheeks, it just feels like the warmth is coming back to my cheeks. But my cheeks even feel really, really cold. Lucy, now, do you want to go out? Why didn't you go out when they did? And not everybody's going, Oh, all right. Make it fast. Hurry up. So, anyhow, what I'm going to do now is get my tea. And after I bring them in the house, I'm going to go sit by the fire and wrap a blanket around me just for a little bit, because my cheeks are still cold, but my legs are still cold. When I got out of the bathtub, my legs were still red. Not real red like they were, but they were still red. And the thing is, when that happens, you know, you can put your body in shock if you were to, you know, be really cold like that, and then to go like into really hot water. Like a lot of people like, oh, I want a real hot bath. You can't have like a hot bath. You got to have like a warm to hot bath, because you got to let your body soak for a little bit in that water. And then as you're sitting there, you can gradually increase the water temperature. And I did that once or twice. And then I just thought, you know what? It's going to be more beneficial to me if I just get out of this bathtub and put some warm clothes on and go downstairs and get some tea, which is what I'm doing now. And I need 2 hands to open these tea bags. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my tea, go sit by the fire. Well, while my oven was on, warming up the house a bit, I decided to take advantage of it and just not let it, you know, run for nothing, and that's using electricity. So I made some chocolate chip cookies, and that's the last of them. I gotta get them all away. Well, I did a load of clothes today too. I gotta take those upstairs. And my cookies are all nice and cooled down. I gotta cover those. I'm getting dinner ready. I've got beef over here cooking. Actually, I had a few New York strip steaks, and that's what I'm using to make beef stew. So this is almost finished cooking. See, because When you're making beef stew, you don't need a whole bunch of meat. A little bit is good because you're adding everything else, which I'm adding over here to this pot. And I brought up some green beans that I canned. I'm going to use some of my homemade tomato soup. And I've got potatoes from my garden. And I was going to bring up some carrots that I had canned too. But I don't have many of those left. So I have frozen carrots that I'm going to put in there. And I just need to start working on all of this to get it together. So one last time to fill up my water. And the stew is finished. And look at this. Oh, yummy. And we're going to have bruschetta bread with it, with the rest of the bread that I made yesterday. So anyhow, just waiting now for people to come home. And tomorrow is a laundry day. I'll be up early in the morning tomorrow to do my laundry. And other than that, I don't think there's much going on. Are these done yet? Yeah, these are done. Those are toasted very nice. So, stew and bruschetta bread. I have to do bruschetta because my tomatoes had to be used like today. If I didn't use them today, tomorrow, I would have been throwing them out. So anyway, I think that's it. After dinner, I will just still be relaxing, and I gotta start walking around and get some lights on. And my fire's starting to go low over there. Gotta get some logs in. I washed the girlies' blankets with my blanket, and I threw in like my hat and my scarf and little odds and ends that were laying in the laundry room. So everything would be all fresh and tidy, because yesterday and today being outside doing that shoveling, and then today with a snowblower, I mean, I was like drenched with snow and it was all wet and everything. So anyhow, the sun's setting out there. Everything's kind of like, do you see it? It's kind of like red back in there. Not the sky, but like the hues over the trees and everything are all red. So, oh, and I gotta get this light on. So, yes, and that's the thing, that 5 o'clock, and the sun's just now getting ready to go down. Notice how the days are getting longer? And I know some people like that. I don't. I like being snug as a bug in my house. And I'll tell you, when I start vlogging this spring, because I didn't vlog last spring. I did videos in the spring, but I didn't do like big vlogs. When you see all the stuff that I have to do in the spring and the summer, you'll see why I don't enjoy spring and summer so much. I mean, I like it, but I prefer fall, and then fall's my favorite season. And then once winter gets here, I like it. That's why I don't really want to go out and, you know, go shopping or run errands and do things I like, even to go to the bank. I try to get my husband to just go to the bank. I give him all the banking stuff and let him do it in the winter, because I just want to stay in my house. Because once spring gets here and I'm out in the garden and out in the flower beds and trimming bushes and taking care of weeds, and then, you know, when all the stuff comes in from the summer, and if you guys have ever seen my garden, and you can go to my 2013 rewind if you haven't seen that, and seen how my garden turns into like a jungle, and we get lots and lots and lots of produce from the garden. See, all of that has to be canned. It has to be dehydrated. And like I opened some of my canning things from a stew, but see, like all these jars, and I got jars that go all the way back in that cabinet, things that I've dehydrated. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of work involved in all of that, and so and being out in the hot, sweaty sun and that sort of thing. So that's why summer is my least favorite season. I enjoy it. I enjoy all the seasons. Girlies are playing. People should be coming home pretty soon, and it's going to be time to eat. So I will see all you lovies tomorrow. Bye.